People often ask for my advice, and I'm not a fan of telling people advice for things I'm not familiar with, except for this. I am no stranger to the world of tow trucks, especially with lowered vehicles. So you'd think that I've learned all the lessons there are. I've learned them, but I sure as hell have not applied them. So I ended up with this, a $730 tow bill to tow a Lamborghini an hour and a half through LA. There are so many things I could have avoided, and I figured why not make this constructive and positive and share with you 3 simple steps to avoid damage and headaches while towing an exotic vehicle. Step 1, make sure they're prepared. This shouldn't even be a step. This whole video shouldn't be a video, but sadly this is the real world. When they ask you what type of vehicle they're towing, they're often gonna end up bringing a flatbed. Great, that's awesome. The car looks cool up on a flatbed, but they also need to bring tons of material to make sure your car can get up onto that angle. Because a flatbed generally is gonna come down on like a shoveled angle, and you have to get that car over that little crevice. The problem is, this company brought 2 small pieces of wood. What happened? Well, I got this close to losing my shit. Here's 45 minutes of loading the damn car. That would have been great and fine if I wasn't in a hurry. Oh wait, I wasn't in a hurry. They were billing me hourly. Step 2, make sure they don't damage the car. Jesus, do we really need to make this video? So when a vehicle's on a flatbed, they're generally gonna have to fasten it to the bed somehow. They will take tow straps, wrap them through your tires, and connect them back into the bed. The problem is those tow straps are very beefy, and they will scratch the shit out of your rims. This company, again, didn't even think about it, and we had to make sure to request that they add some sort of either microfiber cloth or some other sort of dampening material between the strap and the tire. Step 3, try and find ways to save as much money as possible. So if you're not a fan of paying $730 like I am not a fan of, here's a cool little trick. Mind you, I am in no way sponsored or suggested or any of those sort of things with this, and you'll find out why in a second, but it's a little service called AAA. AAA is a thing, at least here in the States, where it's like an insurance for you getting stranded on the side of the road. They'll bring you gas or some other shit like that. But the important service with the basic one is that they will tow your vehicle a couple miles, maybe once or twice a year. If you pay for the more premium service, you get, I think, more miles, like 50 to 100 miles, and you also get 4 tows a year. That really pays off if one of your friends in your group buys the service, maybe everybody chips in, and as long as that friend uses their name and shows up for the help, the tow is paid for under the service. Here's how a flatbed loading and unloading is properly handled. The nice little ramps create that perfect balance between the two, and your front bumper does not scratch. So same thing with unloading, perfectly smooth. Here's how my Diablo was treated. Much smaller ramps. While it might seem like the Diablo has been nothing but problems for me, it's quite the opposite. It just makes for good camera work and enjoyable videos. But next week's video is we're gonna actually talk about why it was even towed to begin with, which it's about time. She had a little bit of problem engaging that clutch, and you know what? You get 25,000 miles on an exotic, you gotta pay the piper. So check that out next week.